Now, brought to you by the people over at MMDTM Radio, who bring you such shows as My Mama Done Told Me, Happening Now, Bedtime Stories, Small Talkumentary, and more. This is Wattaya Know, the show where we separate the brilliant from the brainless with a series of random trivia from around the globe. You never know what you might have to know. I am your host and contestant, Coco O'Hearn. Each player gets asked a question by the player on their left. Then they have to come up with an answer within a few seconds. If they're right, great. If they're wrong, someone else gets a chance to steal the question and get it right. Great. If no one gets it, great. We don't keep score. We just want to know what do you know? Now, let's meet our contestants. Across from me is the witchy weird weirdo we wonderfully want to win, my sister Ruben Riggs. Hello, Ruben.
What? I was trying to think of something witty to say, but I guess you can put me in the brainless category today. Hello.
Welcome to What Do You Know?
Thank you for having me.
You are welcome for having you. Joining us, as always, is the matriarch, the mother lode, the silver fox, the one to watch, the always lovely Mama Cat.
Hey.
Welcome to the show, Mama.
Thanks for having me.
And boys and girls, do you feel that? Rolling in like a tumbleweed. Woo. Angry as a Texas rattlesnake, sharp as a Bowie knife, and as hot as saddle leather, the trivia sharpshooter who has come all the way to our studio to put us all to shame. We are joined by the infamous Deadeye Nick Dolan, a.k.a. Jasper Cherry.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to the show, Nick.
Thank you. I just want to show off how neato my general trivia skills are.
Neato.
Neato Frito.
And, of course, I am your host and the worst player in the room, Coco O'Hearn. Let's play What Do You Know?
What do you know?
What do you know? We will be using cards from a game called Wits End. If you can see this.
Yeah. Adventures in Odyssey.
Yeah, Adventures in Odyssey. Each card has 4 categories to baffle your brain. We will start with category number 1 on the first round, move to category 2 on the second, and so on and so forth. And I believe you are all smart enough to know what happens in the third and fourth rounds, because I think you're going to catch on quickly.
Yay.
We all have our cards, correct?
Yep.
Before we started recording, we decided that Deadeye Nick Dolan, Mr. Jasper Cherry, is going to fire the first question to Mama Cat. Category number 1 is teaser. Can you solve the riddle? Fun and challenging, these rhyming riddles will have you scratching your head as you try to figure out the answer. Deadeye, let's play.
Okay. Mama Cat, your clue is: don't despair when such a barrier is found, or a course you don't study but maneuver around.
Ooh, I think I got this.
Oh my gosh, I'm really terrible at these.
Well,
Don't despair.
Okay,
I'm ready to steal this if you don't.
Oh, yeah, I
No.
pass because I don't know.
I think it's an obstacle.
Nailed it.
Oh, nice job, Ruben.
Wow.
I think it helped to have somebody do it once. Now I know what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Now I
you know.
get it.
Now I know.
Yeah.
I think it helps once
Knowing
someone
the
says
answer.
the answer, because now I know.
No, I mean,
Now
now do we do? Does everybody go around with their teaser?
Yes.
Okay, so the one I'm going to give one now to
To Ruben.
Ruben.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you ready? Ruben?
Yeah, I'm redy.
Okay, members of a show collectively, occasionally worn protectively.
A cast.
Good job.
Absolutely. Ding,
She's
ding, ding,
good
ding.
at these. I remember
ding,
we did
ding.
something else where she was really good at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember there was one other thing that Lauren was really good at.
I remember there was something. I can't remember what it was, but she.
She used to be good at it. All right, Jeff, you ready?
Are you making fun of me?
Coco.
No.
No.
No, if anything, making fun of Lauren.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right.
A brief literary or musical piece. An artist employed by the police. You got this. Jeff.
Sketch.
Yes.
Yes.
See, I don't get any of them.
Well, so a brief literary or musical piece is
I
a
know,
sketch.
yeah.
And then the artist.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what
God,
do you mean you don't get it?
I don't.
Get it before Somebody
I
said
have a hard time figuring it
before
out.
you know the answer.
Maybe you'll do better in the other
If it
category.
makes you
Maybe.
feel better, my mind does not work this way either. Like, this made no sense.
Especially
to
when
me.
I can't see it.
Yeah.
If I can't read
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
it's harder.
Okay. You ready, Deadeye, for
Yes.
your teaser?
Yes.
It's not a dessert, yet added after pie, and stared at if placed after eye. It's not a dessert, yet added after pie, and stared at if placed after eye. EYE.
Oh, EYE. Gotcha. Stared out after I. I'm going to say cream.
Incorrect.
I don't know.
It's not a dessert, yet added after pie, and stared at if placed after eye. EYE.
Passing.
It's not your question.
This is
I know, but I thought he passed and I thought we went through.
Oh no, anyone can answer
Oh,
if he
anybody
doesn't get
can.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
yeah. Not a dessert.
Yet added after pie, and stared at if placed after eye.
I don't know.
Scream. Ice cream.
Yeah, that actually crossed my mind.
But he said cream, so
I know.
the
I was thinking
answer
ice cream.
the answer is chart. It's not a dessert, yet it's added after pie chart, and stared at. You stare at an eye chart. Okay,
Wow, that one was hard.
it
Yeah,
was.
it was.
All right, now we're on to round number 2.
Dose.
Meaning we move on to category 2, which is odd one out. Which one doesn't belong? Just as it sounds, after reading the clue, you are given 4 terms, but only 3 of them have something in common. Find the odd one out. Deadeye, shoot.
3 of these are names of Peanuts characters. Which one isn't? A. Violet. B. Harvey. C. Marcy. D. Franklin.
Harvey.
Let's see here. Harvey is correct.
All right.
Ding, 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 ding.
Nice job. Nice job, Mama Cat.
Okay.
All
This
right.
one is. Are you ready?
Yep,
Ruben?
I'm ready.
Which one of these is not the name of a fictional TV president?
Okay.
Jed Bartlett, David Palmer, Conrad Dalton, or Bob Pulford?
Oh my god.
I have no idea. Bob Pulford.
That's correct.
Whoa!
And actually,
Does
he
it-
was a former NHL coach. And then
just-
the other two, yeah, that
I
tells
only,
where the other
I
ones
only
were.
said that because it was the last one. It was the only one I
Yeah.
could remember.
The West Wing was
Nice
the
guess.
Jed Bartlett's from the West Wing. David Palmer was in 24, and Conrad Dalton was in Madam Secretary.
All right.
Right.
Bob Pulford is in. Did you know that he was an NHL coach?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay.
Hockey's not your strong suit, is it?
Hockey is not my strong suit.
Everything else
In
sports.
sports.
Oh, Jeff.
All right.
You ready for your odd one out question?
Yes, I am.
Okay, which of these was not the name of one of the 3 wise men?
Ooh.
Balthazar, Melchior,
Can you spell that?
Melchior, Pindar, or Gaspar, Gaspar. Pindar, Pindar. Melchior
Boy,
or Balthazar.
you have to know like.
I think it's what was the third one with the P?
Pindar.
Pindar.
You think it's C?
Yep.
That would be my guess too.
C. Pindar. According to tradition, Balthazar came from India.
All right.
FYI.
Wow, good job.
Very cool. All right. Deadeye Nick Dolan, Jasper Candy. What was it?
Jasper
Jasper Cherry.
Cherry.
Jasper Cherry.
That's right.
All right. Here's odd one out. Which one of the following did not discover or explore parts of the present day USA?
Oh,
This is right up your alley, buddy.
It is. I'll be embarrassed if I don't get this.
Is it A, Verrazano, B, Bruce, C, De Soto, or D, Cardenas? A. Verrazano, B. Bruce, C. De Soto, or D. Cardenas?
I'm going to say A. Verrazano.
That'd be my guess too.
Is incorrect.
Bruce?
I guess
Is it Bruce?
The answer is Bruce.
I
James
was
Bruce
gonna- I wanted to
explored East Africa and the Nile in the late 18th century. The
Wow.
others, Verrazano, New York area in 1524, De Soto, Florida in 1539, Cardenas, Grand Canyon in 1540.
Because I wanted to say
Wow.
Bruce who?
Wayne.
Yeah.
Well, it's James Bruce, actually.
Oh, James Bruce.
I know a
Gotcha.
James and a Bruce.
Yeah.
yes, you do.
Me too.
All
All
right.
right, next it's
All right,
a new
this-
round.
Round
Oh,
3.
oh, hold up. Let me get my intro here. That brings us to round 3 with a new category. This is sequence. What is the sequence? List countries by population, hit songs by dates, historical events by years, animals by size, and much, 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 much more. Deadeye.
All right. Arrange these by area size, greatest to smallest. Japan, New York State, and the United Kingdom.
By smallest to biggest or biggest?
Largest to smallest.
Okay, I'm going to say United Kingdom is the largest. Then would come Japan, and then would come New York State.
That is incorrect. Would somebody like to
Challenge.
assert their smartiness?
I do think that the biggest is UK, the next is New York, the next is Japan.
Oh, duh.
That is also incorrect.
Okay, well, let me guess on this.
Okay,
one.
wait. Oh.
So is it Japan, UK, New York State?
That is correct.
Yeah.
I think
job.
Japan's just way bigger than
Yeah,
I
I think so,
In my
too.
head, I always think Japan is little.
Small, yeah.
Dang.
All right, Mom,
All right.
fire away.
Okay. Arrange these key World War II events chronologically.
Okay.
And I think I could get this one. I haven't looked at the answer yet. Okay, here's the three.
Did it say earliest to latest, or has it?
Chronologically, which would
Chronologically.
be
Oh, okay.
So early.
yeah,
Duh.
earliest to latest. Define chronological. Germany launches the invasion of USSR. The Battle of Britain begins. And the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor.
Okay, so say it one more time.
Okay. Germany launches invasion of USSR.
Okay,
Battle of Britain begins.
okay.
And Japanese attacks Pearl Harbor.
Britain, USSR, Pearl Harbor.
It's Britain, Germany, Japan.
That's
that
what
what
I
you
said.
said?
Yeah.
Yep, she
yeah,
got it.
nice job.
Good job, Lauren.
Hey, that was a guess. Just
That was a
FYI.
good guess. You got all the available points on that one.
Yay,
Good
there's
job.
no points.
Right.
Okay, well,
The points that you don't
too
get.
bad. Too
Great.
bad. This is
Get to
great.
start putting
get-
points.
You get a great.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. All right, you gonna ask me a question?
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot it was my turn. Okay, arrange these presidents in the order they appear on Mount Rushmore, from left to right.
Okay.
Oh,
Lincoln, Roosevelt, and Jefferson. Jefferson. Lincoln, Roosevelt, Jefferson.
Okay. I believe Jefferson, Roosevelt, Lincoln.
Good job. The
Yes.
first face from the left is Washington.
good
Yeah,
job.
I got the points.
You got
Nick,
it
did you know that one?
You did it right.
Not for sure, no.
Well, now you know.
Now you do.
I do.
All right. Deadeye, you ready for some sequence?
Yeah, I think so.
Arrange these companies by when they were founded, earliest to most recent. Skype, Craigslist, and PayPal.
Okay, I'm going to say it was PayPal, Craigslist, Skype.
That is incorrect.
I haven't gotten anything yet.
Okay, I'm gonna say Skype. What were the three again?
Craigslist, PayPal, Skype.
Okay,
You should
I'm gonna
just
say
say
Skype,
you should just say them back
PayPal.
the way that I just said them because I was reading them off the back.
Oops.
and how? And
Oh
what was
my
it again? Well, yeah, I
gosh.
wouldn't have known that.
PayPal.
PayPal was first.
No,
No?
Skype. What, could you read it again? Because I didn't.
In 1995, Craigslist was born. In 1998, PayPal. And in 2003, Skype.
I thought Skype was longer than that.
And finally, our last round. Round number 4 and the final category, wild card. What will you get? Brain trivia? True or false? 2 out of 3, word whiz, memory lane, clock is ticking, quotes, or something else?
Ooh.
Let's see. Deadeye, it's on you.
Okay, your category, Mama Cat, is to quote. Jonathan Swift once said, "No wise man ever wished to be blank." You have choices. A, immortal, B, alone, or C, younger.
I would say immortal.
That is incorrect. Anybody want to try that? You
What
got
were
a
the guesses
50-50
again?
chance now. Immortal, alone, or younger, and it is not immortal.
I think it's
It is
alone.
That is not correct.
Really?
Younger.
Younger.
Okay.
Why? It's weird, Jonathan Smith. or
Right.
Whatever your
Well-
name
Jonathan
is.
Swift.
Swift.
I don't know. From my own opinion, it would be if you go back to being younger, you don't have the knowledge and skills and all the things that
think
you've
of-
acquired along the way.
But think of
Yeah.
your metabolism.
I
You
know,
don't
but
have wrinkles and bags.
your memories you've
Your memory's
acquired.
better.
I have to agree with him. I wouldn't give up the things I've acquired.
Who said that again?
Jonathan Swift.
Whatever that is.
Swift.
Taylor's little brother.
All right.
Obviously.
Okay.
Obviously.
Ruben,
Yes.
2 out of 3.
Oh.
You get. Okay.
Ooh.
So correctly fill in any 2 blanks.
Okay.
Okay. This person played Tony Soprano. James.
Gandolfini.
Yep. French president from 2012 to 17. Francois.
I don't know that one.
Okay. Anybody else know that one? Do you want to go?
Marcone?
Was it?
Marcone?
No.
Hmm.
Holland.
Okay.
Hollande. Probably isn't not the way. Hans Christian Andersen's story, The Emperor's New.
Close.
Everybody get that. Good job.
I was going to say groove.
You did get
I would
2.
have too.
I did get
You
2,
did get
so I
2
get
out of
the.
3, so you-
I
good
get
for
the.
Great.
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 Maybe I'll have Catherine Ray say great, and I'll put it in.
If you get it right.
Great.
Great. It'll be like a long pause. Great.
Great. All right, ask me a question, Ruben.
Oh yeah, gosh, I'm slacking.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. Your wild card is true or false.
Ooh.
Answer both correctly.
Okay.
Number 1. Robin Hood first appeared in popular literature in the 18th century. True or false?
True.
The answer is false. But just for shites and gigs,
Yeah. Let me hear
Number
the-
2.
Yep.
the U.S. spent less than 2 years fighting in World War I. True or false?
Boy, if Connor was here. Less than 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
I think that was true.
Yes, from April 1917 to November of 1918.
So I get half a grade. I get a great.
You get a
Great.
8.
Or just, 8.
You get an 8 because it was the
8.
second one.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. All right.
All right.
Did you know both of those?
I would have guessed the first one correctly, and I did know the second.
Okay. All right. Deadeye, you ready for the final question of the evening?
My final chance at anything.
Yes. Let's see if you can get this right. Your wild card is to quote.
Ooh.
Thomas Hobbes once said, quote, "The first and fundamental law of nature is to seek blank and follow it." Is it A, peace, B, conflict, or C, power? Thomas Hobbes once said, "The first and fundamental law of nature is to seek blank and follow it. Peace, conflict, or power?"
Boy, that's tough. Peace, conflict, power. Doesn't seem like any of them would be that fundamental. I would hope it'd be peace, but I have a feeling it won't be. So I'm going to say conflict.
You would be incorrect.
I'm going to say power.
You would be incorrect.
Ooh, it's peace.
I bet it's peace.
It is peace. It's the one we should all want.
Yes.
And that was said by Thomas Hobbes in Leviathan.
It would have helped to know something about that person. I
Right.
have no idea who
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Well, that was our first episode of What Do You Know on MMDTM Radio. We hope you enjoyed our show. If you want to get in touch with us and tell us why our logic was stupid, or if you thought that we answered something correctly even though the card said it was wrong, or anything you want to tell us, you love having Deadeye here on the show with us, you can shoot us an email. Our email address is, Ruben?
My mama done told me podcast@gmail.com.
That's correct. We're also going to have some links to all our social medias, and those links can be found where, Mother?
I know Shoinoids.
Joy Nights. Deadeye Nick Dolan, it is always a pleasure to hang out with you, my friend.
Absolutely.
You were a little rusty on your shooting iron today.
Yeah, I sucked.
That's all right. I like these different categories because it uses different parts of our brains and all that. I had a lot of fun doing this. I hope you did too.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Hope our listeners did. Hope the family did.
Yep.
We will be back for another episode of What Do You Know on our recurring variety show that is now My Mama Done Told Me. We hope you keep your minds open and be kind to each other. Until next time, I have been Jeff. That has been Ruben Riggs.
That's me.
That has been Mama Cat. Deadeye Nick Dolan. Pleasure, my friend. I am Jasper Cherry.
That's right.
I am Coco O'Hearn signing off. Until next time, we love you. Goodbye.
Bye. Love you.
Bye.
Slay a light.
I'm trying to remember Coco.
Say I love you.
How did you
Say I
ever remember
love you.
Coco? I love you all.
Okay.